Okay, hello! I hope everyone is doing well. I'm excited because this is the first time I'm just doing a video that has nothing to do with reacting to music. There was a first, a few days ago. I was re-listening to something. I've already listened to that project before. You weren't coming in expecting me to be like, whoa, what the fuck is this, right? But I do listen to a lot of music. I certainly do on this channel. Outside of this channel, I've been keeping up with making sure to listen to weekly new releases since 2015, since I was 16. So it's been a long time. This year actually is the least amount I've listened to. I don't have the amount of time as I used to. Maybe because I'm listening to other new stuff that isn't directly related to this year, but I still listen to a lot of fantastic stuff, and there's still some more stuff that I need to listen to. Sinner Get Ready, I'm doing a reaction to that. I'm waiting, and then I'll post an albums one. But we have songs, top 50 songs. This isn't singles either. A lot of people are doing top 50 singles, and I just don't feel like doing that. I'm gonna just do top 50 songs this year. Artist, one per artist though. If it wasn't, there would be an extreme amount of overlap. But let's just do it. Number 50. And first off, already, song not released in 2021. It was actually released as a single in 2020. Made it on an album this year. For You, Pierre Bourne, number 50. This is a great track. This is a great fucking pop rap track. I find it immensely catchy. I'd say it's one of the best this year in the sense of it's a cloudy environment production level. And I wasn't, the biggest fan of this project. I was pretty mid on it. But this song really stood out for me, and I think this was one of the reasons why I really came to that album. But Pierre Bourne, killing it with that song. 49, Haunted, Laura Les. One half of 100 Gex came out with a single this year, and it's insane. It's absolute insanity. 2 minutes quick. We have this auto-tune screaming. What more is there to be said? I fucking am loving anything that's coming from them, and I'm really excited for the other project coming with 100 Gex for sure. But a single like this, hey, made it on the list. This is peak stuff. 48, Stellar Ray Theory, Mac Homie. And this one is interesting because I haven't even listened to this album yet. I've only listened to this song, and that was because it was a single. Rate Your Music, shifting through things, and I definitely picked up on this song and just never had time to come to the project. But this really, jazzy hip-hop. I feel like Mac Homie, just as a voice, he has this really smooth but very present flow to him for sure. I'm really interested to see what comes from the album, because in a way I feel like they can definitely be a storyteller. So, and I'm watching out for this because Mac Homie is certainly really new on the scene. 47, Jackie, Eve's Tumor. This is a really just fantastic rock track, realistically. And Eve's Tumor is someone I've been aware of for a couple of years, before they were doing this glam rock stuff with Heaven of a Tortured Mind, which I really, really like. I'm not full into what was happening beforehand. I wasn't, and again, I was a little bit younger then too, so I was what is this? But this is straight to you. You know what I mean? It's not fucking around. It gives you exactly what you want. Very short single, too. A very short song. It's a radio. It could play on the radio, to be honest with you. I really feel like it has that accessibility, so it should do that. 46, Carnage by Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. Nick Cave is fantastic. I've listened to a handful of his albums, but I did come to him with Skeleton Tree. And, yeah, that's a kick in the pants, that album. And the one that comes next, honestly, even outpours even more emotionally. This one is a little bit more experimental, and I respect it for that. Carnage feels like it is like an emotional part of this album, or there's like a really big emotional level. Nick Cave vocally, I think he is got a trigger for me. Like many artists don't, but Nick Cave is one of them. Lyrically, I can feel the tears swelling. And I don't even know what the fucking man is really going through, so good on him. 44, Buzzcut, Danny Brown, Brockhampton. This is the best track on this album, for sure. Kevin is absolutely nuts on this. It obviously helps to have that beat with it, but it's like, I do feel the energy behind it. Like, I really want to see this song live, for sure. And Danny Brown. You get Danny Brown. Nothing else needs to be said. Danny Brown. 44, we have Loose Change. This is this Earl Sweatshirt track, Alchemist song. Production here, this is an EP he released. Wow. Yeah, this is great. The thing is with Earl, with some rap songs, I do find that with beat as well, even lyrically, there's a different type of poetry. Here, it's more cleaner, it's more precise, and it's a different type of imagery. It's awesome. And I know that Earl Sweatshirt is coming up with a new album next year. I have listened to the new single he released, and I also heavily enjoy that. So I'm excited. I'm excited. 43, Princess and the Clock. Caro Bonito. Caro Bonito is hard shit. Okay, I've been following Caro Bonito for a few years. Time and Place, yeah, hits it out of the park. A few of the Civilizations, so I've listened to the one before this. This is Civilization 2, yeah, so there's only 2. But this single, it definitely stands out. Wow, that synth breakdown, that wing, 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 like, wow. I'm getting like Super Mario Sunshine, like, visuals too, like, there is, it's very peaceful. 42, Chicharrones, with Quelle Chris, Arm & Hammer and The Alchemist. So Arm & Hammer, I've listened to maybe a few projects by them. Or in like Billy Woods, I've listened to a project by him. And I've been like, I'm not so sure about it. I'm not so sure how I felt. Again, came to this when it was released, and I was still trying to dive into that abstract hip-hop nature. It's weird stuff, but from what I was gathering here, fucking hard. This beat is so weird, like this, like there's a nice shifting with it, like it's very psychedelic, and Quelle Chris, which I fuck with heavy. I obviously didn't release a video for Top 50 Songs last year, but that Mirage song that's on Innocent Country 2 made it for me last year. Earl Sweatshirt's on that as well. That's a great track. Quelle Chris is underrated in the rap scene. 41, Duda Beat, Mew Pacero. Again, single on Rate Your Music. This shit's really fucking catchy. It's really catchy stuff. I don't know a lot about this type of like reggaeton, you know what I mean? But I really plan on listening to this project. I really do, because this is a new artist for me. I know nothing about it. And it's standing out as one of the catchiest songs I've heard this year. Again, I wish I could hear this on radio. It definitely deserves it. 40, Turnstile, Mystery. This is another project that I did not listen to the album. I listened to the Turnstile Love Connection, the EP that came out, and I watched the music video for that. Mystery is one fucking hell of a single. It's very contained too, and I don't feel that about their last project. And their last project is what I got into Turnstile with, and I really mess with that. Feel like it's pretty underrated. But yeah, this like really raining guitar production, but they sell it for sure. Okay, 39, not cheating because it's solo. Sierra Nights featuring Ryan Beatty, Kevin Abstract. This is another just hit in the park. Underrated, underlooked. The auto-tune is hitting because I think it's quite various and quite artistic from Kevin. And even Ryan always comes in with beautiful hooks. Like, Ryan is basically just a member of Brockhampton. He truly, truly is with, how much he's blessed us with. 38, Pink Pantheress, Just For Me. This is why I really wanted to do that Pink Pantheress reaction too, is because the singles that I'd heard, especially Just For Me, I was like, this is really, really hitting. I love the drum and bass element. I love what the vocals are giving me as well. Fuck, I could sing this all day. I really could. 37, Violet Pony, Antonym. This is another project I haven't listened to. I've listened to 2 singles, like the Bonnie as well. And this was just super fun, super cushiony, I feel, like bass and beats here, like this texture at least, I'm not hearing it anywhere else. I think I want to dive in more to Violet Pony's music because I'm not sure totally where this like personality is coming from. Because I do find like the lyrics are pretty funny, right? Like, I do think that they're showing something that's very emblematic of an identity more than you'd get with the regular pop track, for sure. Yeah, I really need to dive into this project because from what I'm hearing, I'm really enjoying this. Kind of is reminiscent of what I'm getting from like the bubblegum bass scene, where on a production level, it's very, very satisfying. It knows how to give you expectations, like, and have this really big payoff in that way. And vocals, they really kill it. They really do. 35, What We Had Is Dead, Tropes. Now this one is pretty cool because I probably wouldn't have listened to this or had it on my radar unless it was requested for me to do. And I'm really glad. The lead Zeke production as well, and really liking this raw emo nature here. And the lyrics are very straight up, in your face, rough edge to vocals that really understand melody at the same time. So I mean, I am all here for it. If you haven't listened to this EP, definitely give it a chance. I'd love to see what happens with their career because it's truly just the beginning. 34, Benadryl Submarine, Little Ugly Mane. This is interesting. I don't know much about Little Ugly Mane. I've been aware of him. I listened to that Mr. Thug Isolation mixtape just before listening to this album because I was like, I need to respect the legacy. And I fucked with them. Listened to this, and it's a completely different vibe. It's in many ways, it does remind me of Ween in its comic nature. But this song, I love its psychedelic edge to it. It feels like the character is sort of like going over the edge. Because with these songs, like, it does feel like there's a character behind it being written, much like every song's a short story. Yeah, the identity behind these tracks is powerful. Number 33, An Iteration, The Armed. So this is a band that I wasn't aware of until this year. Listened to the project. I do like the project, but this song stands up for sure. What a kick to the face and energy. I do really appreciate what they're trying to do with production, this noise, pop-esque production and hardcore music. And I do think it works here for sure. Many of other tracks on the album try to do certain things for production more than this having that really big single factor behind it, but yeah, dope. 32, Flying on Faith, Chung Ha. So I don't really know much about this artist, but I listened to this project this year, thought it was quite good. It's quite long, loaded with, songs and quality ranging from all, like, everywhere. But this one really just, like, hit me. I really think it hits on a ballad note. And production, this song still kind of reminds you of something like Ariana Grande potentially, but production is very sharp, loud, present, much more present than a pop song here. Respect. 31, Clouds by Slater. Again, this is a project I was pretty excited for. Really liking Slater's mixtape beforehand. This is a different vibe for sure, this album, but this song too is just like a house banger. It's very straight up, very clean. Yeah, like one of the best songs to dance to this year for sure. Again, another one I feel like could totally sell on radio. Why is this not on radio, bro? All these songs are just sitting here for you and you play the same fucking artist all the time. Okay, let's go. Okay, 30, Something Comforting, Porter Robinson. If I had to pick a Porter Robinson, it'd be this one. Pretty sure this came out in 2022 as a single, but whatever. Porter Robinson, in those reactions I did say this is a new artist for me too, slightly. And I have to listen to not really much more, eh? I don't know. Virtual Self, I've listened to that in the 2 albums, but this album, Nurture, what a treat this project is. It is so aware of itself. It is so realized. There is such mastery behind this. And I think there's many songs I could have picked from this album to be on here. But at the end of the day, what I can say is that coming back to these songs, production is so layered. You know, you're going to be spotting out different things every time you really come back to this in a way that other artists fail to do so. Even if they're not trying to, it's just, this is fucking, it's filled with so much. Okay. 29, Family Ties, Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar. So I have not listened to this project, but I am aware of Baby Keem. Okay, and I want to listen to this project. I came to this song aware that it was supposed to be a hard hitter, and it does not disappoint at all. Baby Keem is fucking hard, and I know many people say, like, you know, Baby Keem is standing up toe-to-toe right beside Kendrick Lamar, and he's quite equal. And this is just such a bold song to have in mainstream hip-hop. It really is. And I want to see what else is going to happen for sure. With Kendrick too, because I'm not sure if this is an extension of Kendrick's future. But Baby Keem, I do need to dive into that. Is this song representative of everything I'd get on the Melodic Blue? I don't know. Okay, 28, CXX, Oplex, AJ Cook, Charlie XCX. Yeah, I don't know many AJ Cook songs. In the single reaction I was saying, like, I listened to the song. Yeah, this song is awesome. It's very tight, 2 minutes. Charlie is various in a melody here too, which there is like a very contained hook that's important, especially with how it plays with this industrial clunky beat that's kind of like on top of it and underneath it, basically. But wow, what a world it builds. Oh, it's great. I need to listen to more A.G. Cook, I really do. 27, Snow Day, Shame. Wow. Yeah, this post-punk renaissance that has came this year has been, it's historical. It's actually historical. Like, me being 16, 17, looking on Writing Music and seeing, like, all the fucking albums that people cared about beforehand, these albums are going to be the ones that, if I was born at another point, would be caring about later. I'd be like, the fucking album. I wish I was listening to Shay, all these fucking post-punk albums, for sure. This band, too, they did release an album beforehand that I gave a listen a few times. It's not bad. There was some pretty good singles on it, but this album is violent. It is so, and this song, the aggression really hits. I like the flurrying noise of it. Like, I do think the song, the title Snow Day, like, really works to the chaos behind it. Yeah, it's awesome. 26, Before the Computer Crash, Vegan. Love the beat switch mostly. That's why it really gets on here. This EP is extremely impressive. Loving this type of, it's very chill wave-esque, it's very, not in your face, which usually when it comes to electronic music on here, there's been a trend for them to be very abrasive, but not with this one. What to say? Vegan is very impressive, because it's the only project I've heard, and I need to know more of the space, because it seems like an artist that's not getting enough credit. 25, Murder and Crime. I think this is a Angelo D'Agostino one. So yeah, this album, it was hard for me to pick a track. It really was, because there's many tracks on here. Sufjan is, he always hits it out of the park, almost, you know. He did do some off things, maybe, like that Planetarium album, which was like, you know what, there's some cool stuff on there, but yeah, it didn't have the weight of like Carrie and Lau or Illinois or fuck it, bro. Even Seven Swans. We can sit here and talk about Seven Swans. That shit is, oh. But I love this album. I don't really worry too much about it being about movies. I haven't even thought deeply about that, but this song I think just hits the right notes within sadness. I think, yeah, because, yeah, I don't even know what else to say. But it's great. Okay, 24. If I had to pick a song from Silk Sonic, it'd be Put on a Smile. Initially it was Leave the Door Open, even when I listened to the album. But coming back to this song, I think the vocal performances from Bruno and Anderson are just... Oh, I think the bouncing off each other, I think, and lyrics are very good in the sense of being straightforward with emotion. It's very impactful. Oh, it's very playful too. They do not play around at all. Okay, 23, White Ceiling, Paranol, South Korean like emo shoegaze. Big because of Rate Your Music, for sure, like really big there, and this is nuts. This project is nuts, yo. Yeah. The other project that came out with the other like two members is also quite good, but this song is I've just never heard noise be used so well. To this extent. Yes, the vocals do remind me of like 90s songs, and it doesn't always take me out to that inventive state, but the breaking through noise with that and how everything is playing well with production, I cannot fathom many other artists actually being able to make this sound like this. You know what I mean? Like, this shows such fucking technical like professionalism. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking right now, if you were like Pharrell Williams, can you recreate White Ceiling by Paranol? Do you think he would like just like say fuck you? I don't know. And again, maybe he could. I don't know. Okay, 21. And this is crazy, right? My favorite band getting 21 for a B-side, bro. You win the B-sides this good if you say the word. Radiohead. This was given to us on the anniversary thing. And this is a great song. This is one of the ones that reminds me of like the Bond epicness in a way, like of those theme songs, but I really like the carrying along mostly of Tom's vocals, right? Like, if you say the word, if you... Like, it's so fucking pleasant. Even trail off with guitar, second half. Lulling, it's so lulling, like... Keeps you in a space. The mellowness, I guess, is the best word. Oh, okay, 21, Look, by Doss. Doss is an artist I also heard about this year, listened to this EP. I also listened to the last EP they released, just out of curiosity because of this. This is like hit after hit after hit, this whole EP. 4 tracks, and it's like all just... It's all killer, no filler, okay? But Look is the one that stands out the most for me. Like, really liking the frantic nature of this one, especially when it really comes in with the beat, because begins with that look hook and then really takes you on this house, true straight up house journey. It's very impressive. It's very impressive. Okay, 20, Follow the Leader, Magdalena Bay. Whoa, Magdalena Bay. I just got into this quite recently too, not aware of this artist beforehand. I even listened to all their like EPs beforehand too, because I was like, oh, it's like 14, 20 tracks or whatever, like I can handle that. And I was like, this is really, really good. I think that this project is getting a lot of attention, a good enough attention for a debut, like that's good. But I can't wait to see what can happen with this group, because it truly is only the beginning. Yeah, Follow the Leader is the one that stands out the most on this project. Definitely give it a listen. Okay, 19, Dogs, by Material Girl. So I've been aware of Material Girl for a few years. I've only listened to one other project, but this one is odd project. But Dogs, the song, really stands out for me. There's a very good transition in between it too, 7 minutes in. Love the cinematic nature of it as well. One thing I'm gonna say too is, coming into this track, if you come to the album and some songs are just completely different artists, it feels like, than what you're being given, like a compilation album of different artists. It's weird. 18, Tears in Abyss, Death's Dynamic Shroud. So I just listened to this too recently. Another cool like house project. I love the grandiose nature of this one too. Again, a hook though here that's very poppy, right? But given into a repetition that becomes so emotionally like cathartic. Really sharpness comes out into the production, like very expansive song. 17 here, Be Sweet, Japanese Breakfast. This is like one of the catchiest songs this year. Oh my god, without a doubt. I've sung this song so many times, for sure. And she's getting some love. She certainly is. Grammy nomination, alternative music album. That's deserved. I know she was nominated for Best New Artist, and that's fucking stupid. Like, she's been out here doing it for a while. Last album that she released beforehand, The Soft Sounds from Another Planet or something like that. That one hits. And this project is a completely different sound. I think she stepped into that synth pop nature seamlessly. Oh, give it up for Japanese Breakfast. Oh, 16, Massa, Tyler, the Creator. I think this is where Tyler is at his best storytelling-wise. Even the beat is fantastic. I think on an industrial level, that beat is underappreciated if you sit there and pay attention to it. Like, it is really unreal, rawer than other Tyler projects, for sure, and I do respect the hell out of that. Wow, Tyler, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, because I'm here for it always. 15, Blady, I think. It's crazy, right? Only 15, I only got 15. But you know what? 15's pretty good. When it comes down to it, the full album is quite consistent with all the tracks it's giving you. But I think is the one that stands out for me on a catchy element level still. Like that Love For You, the expiration date, like that, like falling, like that hook. Oh my gosh. Blady. Thank you. Okay, 14, Basket Smoothie, David Shoddy and Youngsta Jack. On my own personal list last year, Kiss My Own Dick made it. Like, I've only known them from like singles that I found from Your Music, and I do want to get into them more. I've heard Parachute from this project. I think it's quite a good song, but not blowing me away as much as this track did. Whoa! This came out of nowhere. I think that the melodies here are some of the most like inventive I've heard ever. It's great. Great element of the switch up, I'd say, the beat switch up, not only with the beat, but even lyrically, how it's trying to be like a cause and effect slightly. It's great. It's great. 13, Rolling Stone, Little Sims. This is the, again, bias for this beat switch. I was in between this song and Introvert, but I think the flexing nature, how hard this hits, it's just shut down Milan and back to fucking Rome, Little Sim she is. Wow, okay. 12, So Fossil, Igloo, Ghost. This is, it blows your mind. It really does. I really think it blows your mind with headphones on too. This electronic and classical coming together in such a way. Underappreciated. It really is. This project, I think, maybe underappreciated. This whole thing definitely deserves attention, because when it comes down to discussing sounds, this is who else is doing this? Nobody. It's, oh, hey, 11, White Horses, Low. Low is, you know, slowcore band. They've been doing it for a while, you know, since the 90s. I Could Live in Hope. It's a great album. It really is. What they've been doing recently, even with Double Negative, has been quite cool. Still working on this moodiness vocally, but more going to that electronic scene. And White Horses, like this sharp, like digitization that's like coming, and it's even with the vocals. I mean, this song, or even maybe this album, has kind of showed me the variety behind what you can do with this digital age, for sure. Okay, 10, top picks for you, Injury Reserve. This whole album is mind-blowing. Again, me talking about like digitization coming in music, like how weird the rapping can be on here, like on a flow level, like how like odd it can be, like it's like pacing back and forth, or like little weird pauses, like it's just irregular to what you could be really getting anywhere else. This song also is quite sad. I didn't look into Genius, but gathering from the lyrics, this is about like an algorithm like still being there. I'm assuming it's about Groggs being a member of his past, or rest in peace. And I think it just, I really felt like the heart being laid down there in such a way where mundanity becomes filled with so much meaning. Yeah, this album is, you have to listen to it, you really do. 9, post-punk greats already. Debut album, Sunglasses. This song's been out for a while though. They did release this single a few years ago. They did remake it for this album, and regardless, this is still the best song. What a payoff when it starts getting into it, like halfway through. Of course, I love the lyrics. There's such personality behind this. And again, this being the post-punk band that has the most of that post-rock element, I'm really heavily enjoying this. Okay, number 8, we have Narrator, Squid here, and Martha Skye Murphy giving us vocals. This is a fantastic track, another one of the post-punk greats coming from this renaissance. I heard about Squid from the EP that they came out before this. I thought it was quite good, but this is like a whole other level of insanity. I think this song really comes up here because of the aggression. This is my favorite track when it comes down to that I play mine, the repetition of that and how that breaks down afterwards, and then the, you know, Martha Skye Murphy's screaming on this, like, this is fantastic. It's great. Okay, number 7 here, Dethroned, Black Midi. If I had to pick a song, I'd pick Dethroned. I think Slow is like right behind it. The Black Midi, again, I know they're being put with this post-punk stuff, but it's more so progressive rock, I'd say. Like, this shit is like King Crimson wishes this was a part of their discography, basically, for sure. The technicality behind everything in this is fantastic. Wow. Vocalist is also quite impressive. I understand the connections to Primus, more so John L, but like there is a character behind the vocals, you know what I mean? Not everyone is sounding like this, you know what I mean? Again, identity being given. I love it. 6, Hazard Duty Pay, Peggy, JPEG Mafia, yeah. What do you want me to say? You know what I mean? This song, like if Peggy was Radiohead, this would be like a How to Disappear Completely. Like, that's the quality of this song, like on Kid A. Like, this is peak Peggy shit. It sucks it's not on streaming services, but this beat and even that sample, and when Peggy is riding on this flow, it's so fast, it's like butter. I cannot believe it. Okay, 5, Always. Spelling. It really like a Disney ballad. It is. It is one of the best like love songs like ever. The emotion that comes with these lyrics, how these lyrics are performed musically, it's just, this is gorgeous. It really is. Oh. 4, here we have it. Movement 6. It's weird to pick a specific song from this. But, you know, Promises, Floating Points, Pharoah Sanders, this album, what a project this is. Jazzy, classical, electronic on a very ambient way, very low key. This song is obviously where the swelling really builds up, and there's such, yeah, emotional payoff to the umpteenth degree. 3, Off the Grid, Kanye West, and then we have Playboi Carti and Fivio Foreign on this. What a masterpiece! Oh my gosh, this is the most industrious and clunky I think we've really gotten from Kanye, and yes, that's including Yeezus. I think at the same time, again, still different sounds, and wow, Kanye shows up, great hook to come in at the beginning. Oh, you want to give me some memorable Playboi Carti? Oh, I'll fucking take that. And then Fivio Foreign, I know nothing about Fivio Foreign, but now I know something about Fivio Foreign. And then one of the greatest verses, I think, by Kanye. Not just in the sense of lyrics, but in the sense of performance. It is mind-blowing. Next up here, Bruja, Arca. I'm in it to win it when it comes to this electronic music that's just giving me this bass that is so violent that I've just never been really given in many years. You know, I guess I've heard enough industrial music in this scene, but have not been exploring it in many ways. Do feel this year that it's really been something that I've become passionate about when I'm just thinking of the work that's being put towards giving me this sound. Like, this is the future. This is an evolution of music that I think is like deserving to be recognized. I've been aware of Arca's music for a while. Like, I've been listening to her since 2015 when Mutant came out, but I was like usually picking up on the projects. I was like, yeah, like, this is pretty cool, but I'm not often coming back to it. But this blew me away. It did. To take the second spot, like Arca, I want more of this. I've kicked 3, Love, Kick 5, I just listened to it. Different, but I still really like it. Number 1. Number 1, and this was not hard to pick. I knew this was my favorite song this year. Movies for Guys. Delete Zeke. Delete Zeke. Where did Delete Zeke come from? They haven't been doing music for that long. Released a pretty important project for me this year. Teen Week came out earlier. February, March, I'm not particularly sure. But wow. Wow. Hyperpop on a whole new level. Love the angstiness to it. Love the... okay, I don't need to go into full explanation of Teen Week. We're here to talk about Movies for Guys. Okay, Frailty. I listened to that. Loved it. This song really, really stood out. Love the transition as well. This beat is already like great, insane. I think it's one of the most memorable moments in music I've ever felt, for sure. And there's this great straight up just emo payoff, like with this really hazy guitar that comes in at the end too. And I think there's such a great emotive musical performance coming from this, and then already behind production. Delete Zeke is also behind production, so I feel like everything, this whole package I'm being given is just... I'm utterly impressed. I really am. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Delete Zeke, I'm so glad to have found this artist this year, and very quickly just dropping classics, and I get to experience like the rest of their career as it's happening, and I am so fucking lucky. Okay, yeah, so that's my top 50. Great tracks, great bangers. I want to give you an albums list. Gotta listen to that Lingua Ignota. Would it have made it on this list? Maybe. But this will hold you over, okay? This will. If there's any other videos you want to see me do, anything at all, just put a comment down below. Reaction based. I don't know if there's like, you want me to talk about other things music related, let me know. You know, I'm here. I just pressed record. Yeah, okay, so anything else you want to see, write down, and peace. Thank you for watching.